Laverne, I'm making a video so you'll know how to do paper piecing. I picked out this, there we go. I picked out this pattern right here. This is going to be my second quilt. And it's called Wild Zinnias. I think it's beautiful. And you work 1/4 block at a time. And this is basically what you have when you get the first quarter done. So what I did was I found this on quilterscash.com, and I ran off the pattern, and the pattern was little. It was just like that big, and I thought 12 pieces on a pattern this size, it would drive me crazy. So I enlarged the pattern to make it this size. So the first thing that I do is I cut out each of these points. I cut out every piece on here. Every piece. Separate. So that would be one piece, that would be the next. And then I went right over here and I got a piece of cardboard. And once I had cut this out, it looked, that was the size. Once I cut it out of cardboard, I made it bigger so that I would have the 1/4 inch seams around it. Okay, so that's the first thing you do. When I got ready to cut my fabric, and here's my number 1 print, my number 1 space, I actually even cut this another 1/4 of an inch around bigger. And the reason I do is because when you go to sew this on, you're going to sew it like this and put it over, you know. And I didn't want to take a chance on any of these not being big enough to flap over there. And you work on the back of this anyway, so you're kind of working backwards anyway. So the first thing that I do is I get my square laid out, the one single block laid out. So I start, and you're going to do 1 through 12, and so I put number 12 down, and then number 11, 10, 9. I cut all of these out the other day. 9, 8, and you'll see that these are quite a bit bigger because 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 'I'm just picking, knowing what I've got in the other block. Let's see, 2. I don't want to double up on my number 1 and number 7. 2 and 1. Let's do a little purple one there. Okay, now once I get these all stacked, and I put these on a cookie sheet, just you can see here, these are all laid out just like that. Once I get this stacked, I go ahead and take one of my prints and I come over here to the sewing machine, but I'll show you right here while we're here. We're going to work on the back of this. So we're going to take this backwards, as you can see that's wrong side out, and we're going to lay it right back here. It's going to go boing, right there, okay? Because we know that we're going to play that, we're going to lay that right there. That's number 1. I'm going to put this pin on there just to keep it kind of in place. You want it to be sure and come on the outside of that paper. Okay, now this is the whole key to paper piecing. This is number 1, and you'll see number 1. You can't see it very good here, but it says number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Number 1, you're going to put number 2 on next. So what you do is you fold that towards the back. So you're going to fold it, and here's how it looks. And there's how I'm folding it. Boink. That makes a nice crease in the back so that you can tell right where to put number 2. Number 2 is a triangle. There's the triangle. So we know that number 2's triangle is going to end up like this. So I am going to put it wrong side first, or wrong side, right side down with the other right side, because it's going to go like that. I'm going to put that right down there, and I'm going to pin that. And when I get done pinning it, I'm going to take it over. Let's see if I moved it any at that point. No. Okay, when I get this pinned, I'm going to take it over and sew it. And I'll resume there. But where I'm going to sew is right here. See? So that whenever that goes open, that's your paper piecing. So I'm going to sew right along here. And then I'll pick it back up at the sewing machine and we'll do some more.